Hey, welcome back. It's Samantha. I'm on a journey to achieve a better body and a better life. I get activity in almost every day this week. My food is on point. We have a lot to get to, so let's get this video started. So it's Wednesday, it's my birthday. I'm gonna be visiting my family overnight. I told you guys last week that when I go again, I'm gonna try to do better. So a couple things I'm bringing. Every morning, I usually do like a whey protein smoothie. I'm not gonna worry about a blender or frozen fruit. So I'm just gonna take some pre-made meal replacement shakes. I'll probably have that for breakfast tomorrow. I packed an extra just in case. 100-calorie popcorn, carbonated flavor drink that has no calories, few granola bars. They're about 150 calories a piece. Just brought some cheese and crackers, an extra 100 calories if I do this. I'm leaving for a day. Gaboo's just not very happy about this. She's very sad. Very sad. I'm gonna miss little Baboo. We'll be back, Gaboo. I'll be back, okay? Okay? It's okay. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to leave. So I had my birthday yesterday. I woke up at my family's and I decided to go walking. So I planned to be here for a little bit over an hour. I'm gonna try to get my 3 miles in. One thing I did yesterday, we went into Houston. I did not get any activity in before I came out this way. It might have been for the best because on Tuesday, when I did get my 3 miles in, I noticed with the current shoes I was wearing, I had a lot of rubbing on a small toe. I don't know if that would have been good to go again the next day for another 3 or 4 miles. So I ended up going to the outlet, went to the New Balance store. I would say for years and years and years and years, I wore Reebok. And the thing that I noticed with Reebok, even when I had to move over to a wide width, the shoes just aren't shaped for a wide foot. It always looked like my foot was exploding in a pair of Reeboks, and especially kind of where you would tie it, the shoe just did not look like it fit your feet properly. Forgot what made me decide to go with New Balance, but way happier with them. They're very comfortable, so I'll update you guys after the walk. One thing I just kind of loved about it, I tried on a few different pairs. They easily had wide widths available. When you actually tried them on, as you can tell with these, it actually looked like a normal shoe on my foot. It did not have that similar look to Reebok. I'm actually going to take a quick video with my old shoes so you kind of see a little bit what I'm talking about. From like here and down, it just kind of looks like just the shoe is just really not fitting. I'm also getting like a lot of width or fat over the shoe there, so it's not cool. But you know, even though this is a wide width shoe, so I think Reebok still has quite a way to kind of go with their wide width shoes. I also just want to say I really love just walking here. It's like a perfect half-mile loop, and I prefer walking it at a path kind of like this or the track. I prefer a place like this more, only because here I can just usually pop on some headphones and just forget about the world. I can just be in my zone. When I'm walking around the neighborhood, it's more difficult. You have more stuff going on. There's construction, there's cars. I kind of have to keep my headphones on low and pay more attention to what's going on. The last time I lost a lot of weight when I was living here, I just came here, I just did walking, and I had lost I think, about at least 35 pounds, maybe 40 in 5 months. In that activity, calories in, calories out, I know it works for me. Back in the past, I've learned that count how many calories you lose walking per mile. They say get your weight divided by half, and that's the amount of calories you've burned walking. I have a pretty slow pace. I think that's pretty evident at the almost 20 to 25 minutes per mile. There were some people behind me and they had a dog, walked a lot faster than what I normally do a little bit. They still kind of end up passing me. That was kind of an uncomfortable pace for me. That just really kind of shows you, based on some of my past success, you don't have to be fast. You don't have to be the fastest one there. To be honest, at this park especially, they could be in their 70s and they're going to be walking laps. Like, they'll walk like laps around me and faster at it. For me, I can't wait until I drop those, I guess it is 20, 30 pounds to get me down into the 180s. Activity, mobility will be a lot easier for me then. Just finished my 3 miles in a little bit over an hour. I loved walking here. The time went by really quick. The shoes just did fantastic. Really comfortable to walk in. Oh my god, guys, I made it back home and it's baby Gaboo. Look at her tail. It's moving so fast. It's moving so fast. Oh, hyperventilating a little bit. Hyperventilating. Her tail, guys, it's moving so fast like a Gaboo. You okay, Boo-Boo? I'm gonna play with Gaboo and talk to you soon. What? So in this New Balance bag, my mom sent me back with a lot of the extra food from the restaurant, because that restaurant orders family style. So a lot of extras from the Chinese place, also some tamales, at least a half a dozen, and I have some birthday cake in there. My brother will be taking that back home. I did not even touch any of that stuff today. I enjoyed what I had out of it yesterday. Didn't go back into it today. Not getting into the extra food there. I'm gonna pop that in the fridge. My brother should be here before 5. Okay, so my brother isn't here yet. I am getting a bit snacky. I know better than to get into the Chinese food. If I open that, I'm gonna go over my calories. I briefly thought I can just grab one tamale. Tamales are very high in calories. Really, there's not a way to measure how many calories are in these things when you buy them. If I had to estimate though, probably 300 to 400 calories for one tamale. I can eat one and be okay. If I grab a second one, you're looking at between 600 to 800 calories in that sitting for a very small portion of food. I'm just not gonna go there. I'm gonna make something a little bit more healthier, where I'll have maybe 300 calories, but it's more filling, more healthy stuff. Those tamales, we all know they're made with lard. So a little more willpower this week. So it's Thursday. It's about almost 8:30 now. I know I told you earlier that my brother was going to come over and pick up some tamales and Chinese food. He opted out. I'm not sure what happened. The bigger problem is that now I feel I am just stuck with this food. Alan from Everyday Fitness says people that are 100 pounds overweight have a disordered relationship with food.
If you don't fix your relationship with food, maybe get some counseling for your eating disorder, which if you are 100 pounds overweight, you have. Get there faster. You have a disordered relationship with food if you're 100 pounds or more overweight, period. You can have a disordered relationship with food and be of a normalized weight. But if you are 100 pounds overweight, you have a disordered relationship with food for your body, period. Get there faster. I like Alan's videos. I understand that he is not posed to be a therapist or anybody to evaluate anybody mentally as well. He just feels that, hey, if you have 100 pounds to lose, you obviously have some addiction or something going on. I'm not here to debate Alan about that. I want to film this because I feel like right now, I'm like, oh my God, what do I do with this food? I can't eat this food and I can't throw it away. And oh my God, I'd give it to my roommate. And this was the interesting thing I wanted to mention as well. I could give it to my roommate and he would eat it because, well, it's food and food is fuel to him. But I know he doesn't like Chinese. I can't give it to him because he wouldn't like it. Like, he would just eat it because, oh, well, I can get some energy. And
be done or it'll fill me up, but I don't really like it. And most likely that is probably the way it should be. Maybe because I think otherwise that food is something you enjoy it is maybe, hey, the reason I am the way, that I am. It's one of my favorite restaurants, but it's also a little bit on the pricier end to me. And you basically have you could easily feed another 2 to 3 people on the amount of food are in these boxes. People might think, give it to a homeless person. College Station, Bryan area, it's a smaller town. There is no homeless population here, because that would have been I'd feel good about it and I would have been okay with it. The other thing that it just occurred to me as well, I also have birthday cake in there. Thought about that cake. That cake is one of my favorite cakes. And I'm not going to go into detail about it because I don't want to make a channel that's really food focused, even though I'm on a weight loss journey. That's one reason I don't post really a lot of pictures of things that I'm eating, or I might mention some of the things that we went to go eat, but obviously I have my phone on me. I don't take pictures because I just think society in general, hey, here's a food plate, take a photo. And unless I'm showing you guys a recipe or it applies to something I'm doing to show you guys, I just don't want to. Not because I can't, but I don't want to kind of feed into this thing of food photos, food videos. And I just wanted to film this because I'm really not an emotional person, but this just triggered something. The other thing I wanted to mention is normally I definitely don't pace. I'm usually pretty stationary during my videos. I was very calm prior until I realized the situation with the Chinese food. I did notice I was pacing, I was speaking very fast. My anxiety was very high because I was at a loss of what to do with this food. And I just wanted this documented. I did want it to be filmed because maybe if anybody who sees this feel something similar or can relate, and you're also struggling with maybe trying to lose weight, maybe this is something we should look a bit more into. So maybe I also just wanted to confirm that, hey, Alan's initial suggestion that, hey, there is a disordered thing with food when you have so much weight to lose, he most likely is right. So I came downstairs for some yogurt. I'm just going to eat my yogurt. I am dedicated in doing this. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be a success story. Okay, so today's the next day and we still have the Chinese food tamale dilemma. So what I decided to do is, I know for sure I'm going to freeze the tamales. I'm going to just freeze the Chinese food. As far as the cake, I don't have any problem with giving that to my roommate. Weigh-in is going to be happening in 2 weeks. I'm going to give it my all. I want to see a lower number. I want it to actually be, any weight loss is good, but I want the number to actually be one of effort. I think it was also about considering how big of a deal that this food was last night and saying, I'm not going to give in, I'm not going to do it, and take ownership of choices. So for week 2 roundup, much better than the previous week. I only had 1 day of no activity, which was on Wednesday, which was also my birthday, and food was on point as well, minus Wednesday. Another thing I noticed this week, I feel like getting my exercise in has really become a priority for me. And even with Wednesday, if the rest of my weeks went like this, I'd have a really successful weigh-in. So we're looking forward to next week. Let's keep chasing that better body and better life. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.